How's it going, everybody? So in this video I'm going to be demonstrating how to install the intake on the G80 platform, so for your G80 and G82 M3 and M4s, and let's get this going. So first thing, we're going to remove the strut bar. You're going to take this bolt out and these four nuts up in the top two corners to start with. And after that, you could just remove the strut bar and get ready for the next step. And next, we're going to be removing these plastic holders to be able to get the air intake off. I have this special tool. If you don't have one, a screwdriver will work just as good. So these come out pretty easy, so you just keep them nearby so you can plug the holes when you're done. And now you can loosen up these worm gear clamps on the airbox. So the next step may be difficult for some people. I had a tough time trying to get these off, but I'll show you how to do it. And also, since you're here, you might as well pop this up to get it out of the way. So now we're going to put our focus to getting these air intake tubes off. These got these clips down here. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to get these off first. If you haven't already loosened this, you could do that now. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick the screwdriver down in here on this side of the clip, pry it a little bit. You might have a little bit of trouble, but you pry it, you'll hear a little click, and then you'll be able to pull the intake tube back just a hair. I did it with my pinky here, so once you get that done, as you see there, you'll be able to just grab the intake, slide it off the airbox, and then pull it out. Next, we're going to be removing the airbox. You're going to put your fingers behind here, just pull slightly, it'll pop up, there's little rubber grommets, and just get it out of the way. So here is where you're going to stick your screwdriver. You're going to pry going this way, and it should just unclip pretty easily. So I've already done it. It's coming out. So now you're going to come over to the other airbox. With this being loose already, you're going to slip it off, and you're going to pull it up. It's kind of blocked in there, so just give it a little wiggle, and it should come out very easily. And same thing for this side. To remove the airbox, you just pull from the back side. So now you can see your turbo inlets. You have the one that's aluminum and one that's plastic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to unplug the fan harness. And you just press this little tab, push it, it comes out pretty easily. And you're going to get your pry tool, screwdriver, or if you have one like me, and just pry this tab out. Be gentle, there's no rush. So just follow this step, bring it around the coolant pipe, and what this will do is allow this to go up right against that on the rubber bushing and give us a little bit more room for the intake. So as you see here, it puts this up. It's nice and good. It's held in really nice and tight, and there's not going to be any rubbing. So the next thing you're going to do is pull this out. There's a little mod that I highly suggest doing. It allows cooler air to come in from the grill area and get to your intakes a lot faster. Stock, there's no opening, so really you're just sucking in hot radiant air that's around the radiator. So what I suggest is this area from right here to right there, you're going to cut it out using a razor blade. It's soft rubber, and what you'll see up here is that it makes a nice big opening for a lot of cold air to come in. So on to the next step, you're going to grab your strut bar, put it back on, and push this down while you're at it. So now you could go check out your little turb ski you got going on. Let me just find a spot for the light here real quick. All right, so we're gonna go look at the parts that we're gonna be installing. So here we have our parts laid out. We have our aluminum piping. I have it marked with the filter and the turbo so you can know which side it's gonna go into. Oh yeah, and check out my little 10th scale G82 M4. Things coming out pretty good. I'm still working on it, but that'll be a different video. So here we go, we got the 90-degree coupler and our aluminum bends that we have. One is a little larger than the other, so we're gonna start with the smaller one that's right here, and we're gonna put these two in the car. So you're gonna take off this grommet right here and put it on your air box for safekeeping. So we're gonna get the 90-degree elbow on here with this clamp. Put it about right here, that way you can slip it on easier. And you're gonna want to push it on just a little bit to get it over the first rib. And then up top, as you see there, the little rib. So up top, you're gonna have about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch gap between the coupler and the heat shield. So now you're going to grab your smaller tube, and there's going to be a T, and the T goes towards the turbo. So after getting it kind of deep into the coupler, it should look a little like this. Just a sec, I gotta grab the other part. So now grab the other coupler, and with the smaller side going down, just slip it over the other inlet. Again, T for turbo. With all that installed, we can now grab the air filters and put those on. So now with the air filters on, mind you, mine are used. I've had this on my car for quite some time, but you're able to make final adjustments to the front and rear inlets. You don't want any rubbing going on, so you should have some good clearance here and there. And up front, you should have a lot of good clearance. And since we moved the coolant tube out of the way, we're able to have loads of clearance up front. So just lightly take off the air filters and make your adjustments and tighten up the worm gear clamps. And now you can secure the strut bar by putting the nuts and the bolts back in. All right, I'll go over the tools I got. So I have this short screwdriver, which helps greatly. This long screwdriver, I got a 13, and a 15mm socket to get the strut bar off. And this pry tool that I use, you don't really need to use it if you got a screwdriver. It'll work really good just prying it up. All right, now that all that is complete, you could go out and take it for a rip. Listen to those turbos spool, listen to the blow-off valve go, and just have a lot of fun. And well, thank you for watching this video, and any questions, DM me, look me up on my Instagram, and enjoy.